As schools continue to refine plans for students reacting to COVID-19 case numbers that come in every day, parents are urged to be flexible about possible changes that could turn in-class learning to virtual learning to protect students and staff.
That has some parents turning to alternative programs like neighborhood learning groups called pandemic pods or extended day programs offered by various organizations stepping in to help.
And here to help parents understand the options and what may be best for your family is Dr. Linda Hibbert of Point Park University's School of Education. Dr. Hibbert, we started talking with you about this important topic earlier this week, but unfortunately got disconnected. So we're so happy that you're joining us again.
And probably a good message of technology sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. And be patient. Tell our parents that as well.
Right. Patience and grace, big words this year.
Well, so Dr. Hibbert, explain to us what learning pods are and how they work.
So learning pods are probably a new name for something that we've been doing for years, and that is children coming together in a neighborhood or in a location and learning together. Many years ago, and this still happens, children play school, and where older siblings or some older individual in the neighborhood is helping them and teaching them and tutoring them. And that's really what a learning pod is.
Dr. Hibbert, this is a really neat idea, and I can understand why it's gaining so much traction. You're able to get maybe perhaps some neighborhood kids who all go to the same school district, who are all getting the same lesson plans together, and have someone guide them through in a structured way. But let's talk about the cost, because I think that this really highlights some of the socioeconomic problems that we already see in school districts across the country.
Well, I think there's two ways that you can look at it. One is a learning pod can be very formal, where you are actually hiring a professional tutor, someone who may be a certified teacher to help with the lessons. But it doesn't have to be that either. You know, bringing children together in a structured way can really occur with volunteers, whether that is in the neighborhood, whether that's in an after-school program that is offered throughout our city, whether that's in a community center, a church, or other places. I think parents have to be creative and talk to each other and see what opportunities are available.
So you think this could even be like a parent who maybe is working from home, who can take one day that week and kind of rotate through to maybe be the tutor for that day for a group of kids? Something like that could work.
Absolutely, absolutely. And remember that if the child is attending public school, whether remotely or in person a couple days a week, the teacher is providing all of the information. And so that group is really reinforcing what is being taught, which is a wonderful situation, whether we're in this crisis or not.
Mm-hmm. And Dr. Herbert, there are some alternatives to learning pods, you know, where kids can still be together and be with their friends and then still learn at the same time, right?
Right. And I think that's an important message, that parents have to tell their children that, one, learning is important, but it occurs everywhere. So it is just not the formal environment of a school situation where it's structured. You know, they're learning in their communities, they're learning in their neighborhoods, they're learning in their homes, they're learning when they go to the grocery store. And we need to emphasize the importance of learning to children.
Yeah, and you know, I've always had wonderful relationships with my teachers, and so did my parents. So I would assume that that is like the first place to turn for additional help, like your kid's teacher.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I think it's also important to remember that sometimes we hear some negativity about remote learning. And what happened in March will be very different than what occurs when our children are going back to school. You know, we were all scrambling, and teachers were scrambling to do their best with what they had. But now they've had time to prepare, and even though we didn't think that we would be going back with this design in the fall, they're much more prepared to do that. And they care about children, and they care about learning. So please reach out to your schools.
We were just showing video a few minutes ago, some file video, older video that we had of the Boys and Girls Club, and we know that they have actually, you said reaching out to your community. They have an all-day program now, so kids can stay all day, do remote learning there. The cost is $125 per week, and scholarships are available. But really, reach out to your community and know things are going to be different, so prepare yourself.
Right, and be positive, because how parents react to any situation, not just this, is how children will react. And none of us, we realize there's uncertainty, but we need to make it as normal as possible, or as anxiety-free as possible for the children.
Yeah, sometimes we project our own emotions and feelings onto our children when they are okay with it all.
If we're okay, they'll be okay.
We know they're resilient, and sometimes more than the adults are.
That's for sure. I can say that for sure. Sunny fell the other day and picked herself right back up, dusted herself off. I was crying more than she was. Yeah. Dr. Hippert, thank you so much. We appreciate your guidance and your help on this.
Oh, thank you, and good luck, and good luck to all of you. Thank you for having me.
Bye.
All right, and you can look for more back-to-school guidance on the Point Park website. We've posted the link at pittsburghtodaylive.com. And good luck to all the parents, students, the teachers out there. I know some teachers say that they haven't even had a summer because they've been planning so much, trying to navigate this. So work together.
Right, it's been a lot of hard work. All right, well, something else COVID-19 is changing, our dining scene. Coming up, we hear from food writer about what he thinks the future of Pittsburgh restaurants looks like.
First, you know him from this fun Giant Eagle rap video. Singer Jordan York caught our attention. Well, he released this a few years ago. So catchy. But now Jordan is back with some new work, something again that will make Pittsburgh proud. So Ron Smiley got a chance to catch up with Jordan about that, and it's coming up when PTL comes right back.